endlessly searching for an original sin.
Hey guys, welcome to the Indie Files. We're looking at the Miskatonics. This is on sale, or was on sale, during the Halloween event on Steam. So I picked this one up. This is one just me doing. So let's check it out. You know I love my lovecraft. And this was actually funded by Kickstarter. Bonjour, we children. My name is Marie Peanut Butter, head of the occult science at the Miskatonic University. Ours is the most prestigious institution of black magic, the occult, and all the strange ghouls that live in your perpetual building? I can't say certain words. Oh, I cannot read today. I'm here to tell you a story. Yay! A story about a little girl that ruined everything. But ruining everything gives you opportunities to make everything better. Oi, oi. I know it's supposed to be a French accent. What's that? You ask why I have a giant hand sticking out of my head? Well, that's because I am French. It is a thing we have, so no funny business. Oi? You'll learn about the strange things people are afflicted with throughout the story. After this, you'll think my handhead is cute and adorable, as you should. But first, let me describe to you the state of the world prior to the witch girl that ruined everything. Do not fret, you probably know this already, oi? Oi? So, you are aware of the giant aliens that we call gods? All the cultists that worship them, no? Then, let me tell you. Some worship Cthulhu, the giant man-octopus dragon thing. His cults teach eternal patience, waiting for Cthulhu to come back to them so he can destroy the world. Rude. Some worship Yog-Sothoth, the outer-dimensional god of knowledge. These smutty brains try to build portals to let him come here, but that would destroy the world too. Not so smarty. But most humans, like our witch girl, worship Shub-Niggurath. Damn it! South Park! I can't say the name anymore. Shub-Niggurath, known as the All-Mother. Even cultists for other gods would pray to Shub-Niggurath at the end of their spells and rituals. That is because Shub-Niggurath is the goddess of humanity. Her cults preach love and compassion among everyone. Very lovely, oi? But like our witch girl, some can be blinded by their desire for harmony. There are some that would take advantage of the naive notion that all humans are loving and good. Not so lovely. Okay, so you know gods now, oi? So let's talk a small bit about the humans of the world. Some countries have been more affected than others by strange happenings of the universe. For example, in Canada, Yetis. Thousands of them. But the Canadians are well prepared. Yeti invasions are considered a national pastime. Bring the family, we'll shoot some Yetis. I thought they weren't allowed guns. This is what us French call an English person. Note the sharp teeth, purple blush, and ugly face. A couple decades ago, it was discovered that a huge percentage of the English nobility were actually cannibals, breeding humans in underground caves like livestock. Everyone in England went crazy when it was found out, so now they're all cannibals too. Apparently, the Scottish just found it hilarious. They would. This one is also my boyfriend, so no touching his ugly face. These little fellas are called Australians. When the I'm gonna like this game. When the Shoggoths left Antarctica, they came across the big island filled with lovely, delicious humans. But these humans didn't want to be devoured, and even when half dissolved in the Shoggoth bellies, the humans would punch and kick and smash bottles inside of them, making the Shoggoth very uncomfortable. So instead of trying to eat them, the Shoggoths formed this cute little symbiotic relationship with the Australians, granting them immortality in exchange for less punching. So the little Shanes and Sheilas can happily booze and barbecue away for all eternity. This is called an American. Note the silly haircut, the gigantic bum, specifically. This is an American that our story revolves around, the little witch girl that ruined everything. How can you tell she's a witch? Why, there are many clues. Example, the pasty skin, the symptom of spending her days asleep and her nights dancing naked in the rain with her coven to conjure strange hexes. Heads up to any of my French fans, I'm sorry. Also, why are you French? Also, the little black choker thing. Is it the closest thing to a uniform they get? Also, she doesn't wash. Are you gonna make me look like a dumbass in this story? Cause it was only like 20% my fault. Our story begins with a smelly dumbass being briefed on the university's secret protocols after just being hired as a security guard for the occult science building. But on her first assignment, she discovered that all is not as it seems at the prestigious school. Thanks, nutsack. Oh my god, I love this. Now, Miss Lestrange, you understand that as a security guard, your off-site assignments are to be kept in the strictest confidence, even from other members of the facility, and especially the students. Also, you understand, as a security agent, you'll be in very real danger, both from physical harm and mental corruption. You'll understand that your body is subject to mutation at any point during your employment and residence in Arkham. Isn't that like an asylum? No, wrong thing. Rad. And finally, you understand that as a University of Occult Sciences, you are obliged to assist us with research regarding your supposed magic eyes, and failure to comply will result in your immediate dismissal. Sure? Well then, Miss Lestrange. Holy shit! Welcome to the Miskatonic University. I love this game. I am so glad I got this game. I think I'm gonna do a full Let's Play of it. Awesome. So again, I actually hadn't heard about this game, unfortunately, until after it was on Steam. I would have loved to join this Kickstarter and actually support it. You must be the new security guard, Charlotte, right? Yep, that's me. Great, I'm Johnny, head of the Eternal Security. I'll be giving you a tour of the building. You'll be patrolling, then I'll show you to your quarters. Ready to go? Sure. Well, you'll be working here in the Occult Science Building. You're a witch, right? Have you dabbled in any occult sciences? Okay, that does not make a save file happen. Good to know. Well, I'm pretty good at the occult stuff, though mostly I use it for errands and favors for folks. Plus a few you know what, she just gets my normal voice, I'm sorry. Plus a few hexes, curses, blights, just to keep up with that witchy appearance. Blood into jam, bones into sponge cake, cats into mush. Phalluses into tiny, screaming vestigial faces. Normal stuff. Well, we do things a little differently here this way. You know what? You almost get the voice, but you don't. Well, that exists. Awesome. This is the Ethereum, where our students can perform experiments on the Necronomicon. That's probably not a good idea. The creature acts as a shield to the outside world, keeping any experiments sterile and quarantining any unexpected summonings. Hi! I don't know if... Hold on. Hello! That's not the voice I'm gonna use for that, by the way. It's gonna get the voice. We didn't know it could do that. Did you try talking to him? No. You're gonna provide so much needed common sense around here, Charlotte. I really like this game. So does the dog. This building also houses the corporeal, a surgical theater where our students can perform vivisections and autopsies on otherworldly creatures. Oh, speaking of which, this is Eddie, one of our monster hunters. Thanks to him, our corporeal professors have been able to gather more information on living horrors than any other time in a university's history. The trick is to figure out where its face is, and then commence repeatedly punching it. Here's the new girl. I don't know why he gets that voice. This is Charlotte Lestrange, a witch from the Chesuncook Coven. She'll be working security for this building. Hi. Look after us rascals, eh? Well, just give me a clip round the back of the head of the it's a Brit. It's a bloody Brit. Looking after us rascals, eh? Well, just give me a clip round the back of the head if you get the right English. If you see me slacking off, and I'll get back to work. Eh, big stuff? I've been known to whip some ass with my big muscles. There you go. Come round the chop shop. You want to see what me and the lads wrangled up the other day? You witches like nightmares, right? Sure. Well, the fun ones anyway. Like when your teeth fall out and you you smooth them off with sandpaper and make a lovely necklace. Or when you're running down a corridor in slow motion with a bunch of hands coming out of the carpet and grabbing your ankles, and finally stop to ask them what they want, and it just turns out your shoelaces were untied and they were just super concerned about your safety. Or when you're at school and you stand up in class but you forget your pants and you're embarrassed, but everyone compliments your butt. Well, you're a bloody weirdo one. You're a bloody weird one, Charlotte, so you'll fit right in here. Don't let my sister catch wind of you. She won't leave you alone. You telling stories like that. And here's our curator of the Corporeum, Miss Marie Peanut Butter. She used to be a void shaman from Paris before coming to work with us. Fun and satisfying the void is. My true passion lies in discovering how things work, going? At least when they are dead. Groovy. What's a void shaman? You know those dark thoughts you have sometimes, for seemingly no reason? The ones that tell you to jump when at the edge of a cliff, or rob a bank when cashing a paycheck, or drop kick a grandma through a stained glass church window at a funeral? Oh yeah, I get those all the time. What? Well, those are not your thoughts. A few hundred years ago, the French aristocracy's way of life was so decadent and whim-filled, their unbridled sauciness only went and summoned a bloody hedonism god. Damn thing lives under the Paris catacombs, communicates telepathically with people all over the world, urging them to give in to their darkest whims. The French get it worst, of course, so there's their shaman to take it upon themselves to do the dark deeds, so the rest of the French don't have to. Must be a rug giggle. Oh God, look at her eyes. Oh, she's a psychotic one. Also, I want to make an obvious joke about the French, but I think everyone else can handle it in the comment section. My last act as a shaman before coming here, I took my clothes off, covered myself in lemon cake and green food coloring, and terrorized the local village as a delicious swamp monster. I quite enjoyed that one. Shall we press on with our tour? Sure! Bye, guys! So, not to be rude, but judging from the bandaged up, I can read at some point, the bandaged up arms and the sick eye scar and the terror lines in your hair, I'm getting the impression that security work here is, you know, a little dangerous. Oh no, not for you. At least, for you at least. The occult science building is probably the safest on the campus. Because if something went wrong in this building, we'd all be too dead to notice. Don't listen to her. She's just a little jealous that the new girl gets the cushy gig, while she's stuck in the math department. What's happening in the math department? What doesn't happen in the math department? There's nothing so cold and unforgiving and so dark as the mathematicians. It's not wrong. The universe is not but an equation. They shriek behind their burnt hair and sludge-tainted cardigans. One that can be solved. But how do you solve the equation of a dozen screaming children being ingested by a black swirling chasm of teeth and clawing hands opened at the far end of the classroom by one of their damnable equations? Damn you, young Henry, carry that damned too. What? So, let's carry on with the tour. Next up is the library. Awesome! Each building hosts a small library dedicated to research and documenting the subject that the building students are studying. Here is the Occult Science Building. We keep an original copy of the Necronomicon as well as translated copies of our foreign exchange students. Because the Necronomicon is a good idea. That's a lot of knowledge. Oh, it's adorable and I want one. And here's our librarian, Charlotte. Meet Miss Emily Saturin. Oh. Hi, I love your mask. I didn't know you guys had a Shoggoth here, and a tame one too. Oh, Emily isn't a Shoggoth. She just had a small accident with the Necronomicon a while ago and ended up like this. But our occult sciences learn an awful lot about what happens with these tomes of black knowledge when you spill your soy no whip ice caramel macchiato 2 shots hazelnut on them. She spilled her drink on the Necronomicon? Somewhere you hear Ash going, "Ah, it wasn't me this time." Sure looks like a Shoggoth. Purple, gooey, moderately adorable with a hint of terrifying. Speaking of, there's actually going to be a new Evil Dead video game. I am really hoping it's going to be good. Well, that's a Necronomicon for you. It's funny. Spilling a non-fat frappuccino with extra whipped cream and chocolate sauce just turns you into a puddle of loose bones and blood. Still, hasn't stopped Emily from performing her duties. Emily, kill me. Oh, your jaw. I should add sound effects to my voicing. When I get the other mic set up, I will. Shall we press on? Okay, nice to meet you, Emily. Charlotte, this is Lizzie of Dunwich, our Yog-Sothoth consultant. She taught us quite a lot about the outer dimensions during her time here. Lizzie, Charlotte's the new security witch. Bitch, I'm gonna burn you. Are you the sort of witch that does the naked in the rain, or the sort of witch that does the lucky charms and big hats? The rain kind? You and me are gonna get along, ish. So, like, how come I can't... What are you?
I'm Lizzie. What are you?
No, I mean, why do you look like a shadow? Or like a part of my eyeball has stopped working?
It's 'cause humans can't see, 'cause they're all afraid of me and my sister's appearance. Everything else can see me. Wise doggies all tuck tails whenever I get near them.
This is an example of a mental phenomenon found only in humans, known as cerebral voiding. It's a trick by the brain to preserve the sanity of its carrier. When a person comes across sights too horrible to comprehend, their brains refuse to render it, instead showing a black silhouette in place of the sight itself. Essentially, instead of Lizzie's insanity-inducing true form, your brain is protecting you by showing you a shadow instead. But I saw that interviewer no problem. The guy whose face was just teeth and gums, and the girl with the hand sticking out of her head, and Emily the librarian. Yep, Lizzie and her Dunwich sisters are in a league of their own when it comes to the horrific appearance. We send a lot of students to the asylum trying to figure her out? I think is what they're trying to say. So wait, Dunwich So she's from the Dunwich Horror, which is what Village of the Damned is based on, I believe. That is awesome! Yeesh! Yes. There's our head of catering, Mrs. Yoff. She can cook anything in with 3 or more legs. Yum! Hi! Oh, look you witch! Oh, look at you witches, all skin and bones. Just let one of my little gremlins know what fills your tum, and I'll whip it up for you. What's the humanitarian? What's the humanitarian dish for today? David from accountant, my dearest. Oh, the pork sandwiches. Yummy. I hate this. Ooh, pork sandwiches. Lummy, yummy, yum. Forgive me. We employ a small staff of cannibals from England. Eddie and the Corporeal and Annie being 2 of them. They only eat fresh, accidental deaths. With the family's consent. Usually. Oh, I get it. Humanitarian's funny. Well, once you're done with Johnny's little tour, let me know and I'll make you breakfast. Ooh, you're making her into breakfast? Let me have the portion. Oh my gosh, it's British, and I can't do a British voice. You're making her into a breakfast? Let me have the arse portion. We'll make steak and kidney pie, big ol' witch rump. Again, I'm so sorry I can't do a British voice. I'd have to listen to a lot of British stuff. You ain't eating no rump steak, Annie. Your little horde's got poor old Dave. Aw, come on. At least let me have the ugly feet, nice and lean, covered in flavor, and entirely useless. Look at 'em, all the way down there. When I'm done with them? Great. Let me get a little appetizer, Little lick, between the toesies, pre-brunch snacklet. How about it? Don't encourage her, dear. She'll be crawling all over me till the feet fall off. My bad. Speaking of cannibals. Good morning, Miskatonic. It's your favorite morning announcer, Mindy in the morning, bringing you all of Miskatonic's morning announcements. As and when I see fit. It's currently 2:30 in the afternoon, so let's get started. Those of you students that have volunteered for the submerged necromantic mutation testing that has unfortunately been called off by Professor Baxter on the grounds that the school's swimming pool is now alive. Lunch today will be turgid and depressing. And would the owner of a white child please report to the reception office? It's currently being towed. What was that? That's Mindy, the morning announcer. Does she do that a lot? Perpetually. You seem pretty comfortable around all this stuff, Charlotte. Oh, I grew up in Maine. Not as many mutated folks, but they make up for it with the goofy supernatural happenings. Dude, I don't even know. Johnny, that's been looking for you. Thanks, Chasm. Come on, Charlotte. I gotta make a quick stop off. What happened here? What happened to her? Oh, that's Chasm, one of our portal diver team. They usually work out of Dunwich, coming back to write reports on their expeditions. When they come back, of course. So, let me make a quick stop and I'll show you to your room.
Ah, Johnny. So this is the strange girl, the grumbler, the ruiner.
Yeah, no, I'm running out of voices. Wow, look at this guy. I like how your coat melts to the floor. Yep, this is her. Charlotte, this is Dr. Thirst Valentine. the head of the occult science and discovery of residual evil. His work taught the university about the lingering nature of documenting malicious entities. Essentially, he figured out why seemingly innocent writings can summon horrific creatures or cast terrible curses. Oh, it is why the book bleeds. That's cool. I had a book that kept growing teeth and screaming and whatnot. It was my diary, though. Excellent. I shall inform my colleagues of your arrival. We will merely indulge in the popcorn. Ta-da! Ta-da! I like him. You know, you've come highly recommended, Charlotte. Oh, yeah? By who? Charlotte! I can't believe you finally hired my tiny baby monster. Romanin, what are you doing here? You got me some gainful employment, teaching kids about old school dark magic. None of this occult science in my class. Whatever they got you teaching. What have they got you teaching? Oh, you know, I'm in security, keeping folks safe. Wandering the halls, swinging a comically large keychain, bopping folks on the head with a flashlight, top secret missions, stuff like that. Pretty on point hiring selections, if you ask me. Yeah, safety, that's definitely a key word when I think of Charlotte Lestrange and her magic eyeballs. Hey, those cats turned inside out on their own. I sneezed. Hush your gums. Well, speaking of cosmic abominations, I gotta go teach a bunch of 18-year-olds how to turn blood into peanut butter by dancing in the rain. You're gonna love it here, Charlotte. The Miskatonics just had one big, like-minded community, all working towards making the world a better place, just like our coven. Come find me when you've got some time off. There was nothing cosmic about 'em running. They were just cats with bones on the outside. They got better. So you two are in some kind of cult? Sort of. We're witch cultists of the Shub Niggurath. Essentially, we believe that since the universe is filled with crazy, awful bullshit, that humans should be nice and loving to each other. Some of us, like the cult of the Black Sun, have these awesome black sails for their neighborhoods, whereas others, like the cult of the Loveliness, hunt and slaughter and roaching monsters to protect their hometowns. We're sort of like goth girl scouts. What about you witches? We take all our clothes off and dance in the rain, typically witchy stuff, but we use black magic to do nice things for the townsfolk. Body snatching breech birth babies to make them crawl out of their mom, summoning fixer pixies when a guy's leg falls off, using transmutation circles as portals for the trash collectors want a week off. Stuff like that. Wait a minute. The Cult of the Black Sun do bake sales? Okay, why don't you use a proper pronunciation? And the Cult of the Loveliness are monster hunters? What does the Cult of the Kill, Murder, Death plant gardens or something? Oh, you mean the Cult of the Fetid Retribution? No, those guys deliver meals to the old ladies. Aww, I love that the cults in this are really nice. And what was that about magic eyes? Oh, don't worry about that. I just do this. Hi! You are freaking adorable, and I love you, and I love you, and I love you, and I love you. I love this art style. I really do. I love this game. Even if I am completely bonkers right now. So, am I supposed to do something? And sometimes weird stuff happens in people's minds. Usually they forget something or get an eye twitch. Long as I don't use it on little animals, it's pretty harmless. Okay, so let's keep going. This is your room. A little tight, but the lunch ladies bring us security guys breakfast every day. I'll let you get settled when you can explore your patrol route until... Then you can explore your patrol route until Bob gives you your first assignment. It's perfect. Thanks, Johnny. Okay, I better go familiarize myself with my patrol route. Now, before we do that, I do want to see if I can get a save going. It doesn't look like oh, I can. I have to press a different button. So, guys, if you want to see more of this game, let me know. This is called the Miskatonics. Personally, I really like the game. I think it's really cute. I'm actually pretty glad I picked it up for Halloween. Unfortunately, by the time this video goes up, it won't be on sale anymore. But hey, keep an eye out. There are plenty of websites like the Humble Bundle and stuff that do sales all the time so that you can get games on Steam, and there's even GOG. I would highly suggest picking up this game. Give some love in the comments section. Let's see if I can get 200 likes on this video. Hey, maybe I'll make this into a series. For now, guys, I'll see you next time. Thank you guys for the support. Check out all the links in the description, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.